Alvarez here on Wrestling Observer Live. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific 3 Eastern, Sundays 3 Pacific 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And it is Monday here on the show, and you know what that means? Man, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about here today. So this weekend, we had a bunch of shows, including SmackDown and Collision and NXT Halloween Havoc. We got thoughts on all of those. And then on top of that, I feel like there's about 7,000 news bits over the last few days that we got to talk about. Everything from health update on Abdullah the Butcher, update on Liv Morgan's alleged stalker, who apparently will be facing trial. We had a big turn on the SmackDown show. We had 3 title changes at the Halloween Havoc show. Got updates on John Cena's last match, the AEW New Year's Eve show, which I'm actually baffled by that one. We got NXT Gold Rush, the final NXT PLE of the year. We got WWE and AEW not going head-to-head for Survivor Series. Chelsea and Ethan Page want to win the AAA Mixed Tag titles. Best of the Super Juniors. Heroes Inmortales. Hank and Tank fighting for GHC titles. The CMLL Women's International Grand Prix. And, of course, thoughts on all of these shows. We will not get through all of it, but we'll do our best. This is also why we have a members area of WrestlingObserver.com, because Vinny and I, of course, reviewed NXT Halloween Havoc in its entirety yesterday, as well as some thoughts on SmackDown. I'll be up tonight with Dave Meltzer. We got a lot to talk about there. And, yeah, we're going to do our best today. Filthy Tom will join us. If you would like to text us, 425-780-7566 is the phone number. That is 425-780-7566. F4WOnline at gmail.com. F4W Online, Threads, Instagram, and Cameo. And at Bryan Alvarez, X and Blue Sky. We'll get as much as we can starting after the break. Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
Happy birthday, dear Granny.
Happy birthday, Granny. Happy 95th birthday.
Thank you.
You got balloons behind you as well, Vinny. People can't really see them.
No.
They think it might just be your hump. But it's very festive
I
day
should not
today.
laugh at that. That's a horrible insult that you just gave
Yeah,
me.
you laughed. It was a good
But it
one.
was funny.
Happy birthday!
Okay.
Happy birthday, Granny!
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what you just said. Okay, go.
Bye!
Bye, girls. Close the door, please. Rob Wanska, a top fan. That granny is one of a kind. If you cannot see that, you're blind. Whether she's knitting a quilt or giving Brian some guilt, she's the greatest old gal that you'll find.
Was that, who was that?
Producer
That was
Rob.
Rob.
Producer Rob?
Yeah.
Fine
like
job,
that.
Rob.
He has talent?
Thank you,
For him.
Rob.
Wow.
This is Mariah May versus Anna J. Anna has a problem. Her top seems to want to drop down. She has to keep pulling it up. Mariah pins Anna for the win. I think Anna just gave up due to the fact that her wardrobe was malfunctioned.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if they wore decent clothes, it'd be better. Those T-straps are ridiculous.
Those what?
T-straps. Don't you know what a T-strap is?
No, I do not know what a T-strap
I don't
is.
think there's a T-strap in Brian's closet, Granny.
No.
Well, I don't know.
T-strap. Oh, a thong? Why don't you say a thong?
A what?
Never mind. You don't know what a thong is?
No.
Why are we having this conversation?
What part of the body is it on?
Does it go on the
Woman.
top or the bottom?
On your
Butt?
butt. Yep.
Okay.
Granny had to be very careful. So it's a thong.
Why are we having this conversation?
According to the Old Testament of the Bible, who is the father of both Isaac and Ishmael?
Job.
Abraham.
Wrong.
Oh, really?
Abraham.
I just...
Did you say that?
Yes, he
I'm so-
did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You're right.
yeah.
I just didn't hear you.
Well, Granny, I hope you had a happy birthday today.
I had to.
Hey, we got a special present for you. You are officially being inducted, yes, into the Hall of Awesome.
It's about time.
Yes. You know what that is,
Oh,
Granny?
Wait a minute. I want everybody to see this. How can I show it?
Clearly, Granny is really excited about being inducted into the Hall of Awesome. She's busy showing off her trophy.
Is that an old gray mare trophy?
It's got a horse on it for some reason. Show Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Filthy Tom Lawler's joining us here today. We got a lot to talk about, including, I guess, puppets.
Oh, no.
Boy, did they
Don't do that to me.
Did they hear the show or what?
Yeah,
I mean,
Mr.
come on.
Iguana.
Now you know how I feel.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I hate, and after I defended Layeska, after I said Layeska's the only one that should be around, the only puppet besides Bryan Alvarez that should be in wrestling, they did that to me.
Yeah.
They did me dirty.
Did they ever?
Oh, God. Brian, I hope they did the same thing to you.
Dude, they do this to me every week.
Did they actually make you not want to watch Javon and Leon?
Oh, well, I mean, it was the worst Javon Leon match we'll ever see in our lives.
I blame
And it actually wasn't
the
even
puppet.
that bad.
I blame the
Yeah,
puppet.
it was all the puppet. See, before, the puppet would be involved in, a big spot or two at the end or whatever. This was, from the beginning to the end, it was all puppet. I mean, there was so much puppetry in this match. I almost dropped an F-bomb right there. Oh, man, I knew you'd hate it. I didn't hate it, but I was astonished. If you would have told me, we're going to do an NXT PLE, and Iho de Dr. Wagner Jr. is going to have a better match than Javon and Leon Slater in a tag team match, I'd have said, that's impossible. It doesn't matter what they do, it's impossible. Well, I'd have been wrong, because that is exactly what happened. Ay, ay, ay. So my Mexican grandmother used to say, ay, ay, ay. That's what I thought watching that. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Before we get into all of the news, well, I do want to start by just saying all the best to Abdul the Butcher. Apparently he suffered 2 strokes this past week, and that's why he has been hospitalized. And so it says here he remains under observation. No real update other than that, but hopefully everything works out for the best.
How old is Abdullah the Butcher?
I think he's 78 now.
78. Wow.
78 years old. Yeah. No, I don't not like Dr. Wagner Jr. Dr. Wagner Jr. is fine. But that's it. He's fine. Dr. Wagner Jr. should not be having a better match than
hold on. It's
Leon
El Hijo,
Slater and Javon Evans. Are you kidding me?
El Hijo del Dr.
Yes,
Wagner Jr. It's
the
not
original Dr.
Jr.
Wagner Jr. By the way, he's 84, I guess. 84 years old. Wow. It's Abdullah Butcher, not Iho de Dr. Wagner Jr., for those of you that were confused. All right, before we go any further, why don't you get a quick plug for your article, Surviving Jon Moxley?
Oh, yeah. Last week, I had the pleasure of writing a short piece about a match I had with Jon Moxley in 2022, the spring of 2022, at Defy Wrestling Wild Ones. This match is one you can find on their YouTube channel if you search Jon Moxley versus Tom Lawler versus Jon Moxley, Defy. You will be able to find the entire contest from start to finish. And I wrote an article for Moonsault Press, a website. If you search Moonsault Press, you can find that website as well. But it's a short article about that match I had with Jon Moxley. It's called Surviving Jon Moxley. And, I mean, that's a pretty good description about what it's like when you have to not only wrestle the man, but deal with him in the lead up to the match. So if you have time, I would thoroughly appreciate it if you give it a read.
All right, it is linked up. Actually, I'll retweet it. It was linked up on my Twitter. I don't tweet much. It should be easy to find. Just scroll down a little bit. Liv Morgan's alleged stalker will not face trial until next year. PW Insider reported an unopposed motion has been filed requesting Sean Chan's trial be pushed back 2 months, meaning the earliest he could stand trial would be in January. He was arrested in June. Federal stalking charges after renting Morgan's property. He's charged with the interstate stalking of a pro wrestler. Initial psychological evaluation done to examine his competency, diagnosed delusional disorder. Defense has retained an expert to more fully evaluate Mr. Chan for purposes of trial and likely to testify. If the second expert will provide testimony, the government will have a right to conduct its own examination. He told customs officials he's a Canadian citizen. He flew to Florida. He claimed he would be staying in the WWE Performance Center. That should have been a red flag right there. 4 days later, he traveled to Morgan's home, circled the property several times, entered the backyard, attempted to gain entry at the front door. At one point, wielded an air rifle pellet gun that had been left out in the porch area, left a note, and left the area. Don't do this, everybody. It's ridiculous. So, he was arrested, security footage from her home, indicted, and has remained incarcerated since. So, yikes. We have the final episode, or John Cena's final episode of Raw. It will be the November 17th Raw from Madison Square Garden. We've been talking about this for a while. It'll be the final Raw of his career. One last Raw, one last time in the world's most famous arena. You know, I don't know about you, Tom, but so John Cena claims, I'm going to do my last match, and I'm done. That's it. It's over. I will never wrestle again. And obviously a lot of people say that. But I do believe that John Cena is never going to wrestle again after his last match.
I believe that as well.
Okay. However, you're telling me that we're never going to see him again? Like, think about all of the Legends shows and bring back this guy from the past, and he's got a movie coming out we want to promote. You're telling me that John Cena is never going to make an appearance at Madison Square Garden again? You're telling me that John Cena, it says here, watch John Cena's final Raw. He's never going to be on Raw ever again? I find that extremely hard to believe. But that's how they're advertising it.
The man is in very high demand.
He is.
Television shows to movies to
The Rock
the
makes
voice
appearances on Raw.
car commercials. The Rock owns the company.
I just think it's weird. I mean, maybe he'll just appear on a PLE here and there, but like, I can't believe we'll never see him on Raw again. It just doesn't. It's who unless they die. Who in the good graces of WWE doesn't appear on any of these shows ever? Is there anybody? Like somebody who is in good standing with WWE. Is there anybody they don't trot out once a year or something like that? I don't buy it. But that's how they're advertising it, so we shall see. AEW announced that they are going to be in, are you ready for this? December 31st, 2025, New Year's Eve. If you are an AEW wrestler, you will be celebrating New Year's Eve not with your family, but with all of the other wrestlers in Omaha, Nebraska. The show's live on New Year's Eve in Omaha, Nebraska. Why? I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't know why the show can't be taped. It's going to absolutely die a death that night anyway. But that's what they're doing.
I mean, plus they're also setting themselves up for possible travel issues. Flying to Nebraska in the heat of the winter.
Yeah, well, there is
Like
that as well.
you know?
The heat of the winter?
Well, the cold of the winter.
It's usually the issue would be the cold,
You know what I mean?
not the heat. But yes, it's bizarre. That's what they're doing. Also, we got the NXT Gold Rush show, which kind of plays into that that New Year's Eve show. Because Gold Rush, they announced a 2-week event, November 18th and November 25th on the CW, Championships from NXT, Evolve, TNA, and AAA will be defended. So it's actually like Battle of the Belts, but they're actually going to defend belts. Heading into the fall, they've continued to push ties with TNA and AAA. I have been told that this is apparently going to take place over one night. So I think the second night is going to be a taped show. I don't know that 100%, but that was the impression I was given. And I don't know why you don't tape more shows to make life easier for people. Because obviously November 25th is Thanksgiving weekend, so everyone's going to be able to hang out at Thanksgiving with their families. Tape 2 shows November 18th, and that is that. So, all right, we'll get into more of this after the break. News, and then we'll talk about these shows. Back in a moment, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Granny, how are you feeling?
I'm good. Set up an exercise program.
What kind of exercises are you doing?
Well, for one thing, just sitting.
I got that one
me?
down.
Kick my
Sounds like
feet.
my exercise program.
Your exercise is just sitting.
Who was the most inspiring person you have ever met?
Granny of late.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing better.
I'll have to say myself.
Okay.
What's the best part about having a massive heart attack?
Not dying, I guess.
There you go. Good answer.
Jeez, what a question.
Which vegetable would you send to outer space for aliens to try?
Broccoli.
How
was
do you
a
have that so quickly?
ridiculously fast answer.
You've thought about this before.
It was at WrestleMania, the one in Phoenix. I can't remember which one.
I gotta go. I have to sneeze. Bye.
Okay, bye, Granny. Granny laid on the guilt trip to end all guilt trips. Sorry, I wrote. Forgot we going 30 minutes late. And then you began. Gee, thanks. 30 minutes late. Was not told. Aggravating. I guess my time doesn't mean anything. Jeez.
Wow.
Golly. You happy, Granny? You made me so angry. You're over there snickering, laughing at what you've done. God.
Good.
You're going to have a heart attack
Anything
like
else?
Granny.
Yeah.
Goody, goody.
Goody, she says. The news you having a...
What
Cardiac
medication
arrest.
did they give you? To make the heart blacker? You enjoying yourself, quietly giggling over there? All right, Granny. What have you got today?
Nothing.
All right, we'll see you later.
You better have something after all that.
Liv Morgan versus Ray Ripley. Just recently.
That's the date.
You told me that you watched CM Punk and Drew and didn't watch any more of the show, but this was on the show.
I know. I watched this one because I wanted to see what happened with Dominic. In which Midwestern city did rapper Eminem grow up?
Detroit.
Eminem?
8 Mile.
Okay, we had a new segment. Granny reads rapper names. That's
I'm an M.
I am an M.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Yep.
Eminem.
Ryan Adams covered an entire Taylor Swift album. What is the name of that album?
Ryan Adams.
1989.
Yeah.
That's the right answer, dum-dum.
Excuse me.
Okay, now I'll quit picking on Brian and go away.
Thanks, Granny. So we'll talk about the NXT pay-per-view here after a while, but the final PLE of the year, date and location has been announced. The Boeing Center, San Antonio, Texas, December 6th. The men's and women's Iron Survivor Challenge matches will return. Those are always pretty good matches, actually. I like the Iron Survivor Challenges. And then Warner Brothers Discovery announced its broadcast schedule for November 2025. The final episode of Collision for November will air on Thanksgiving night so as to avoid Survivor Series on November 29th. So, I was talking about on the chat here during the break, wrestlers don't like to wrestle on holidays. They don't like to be away from their families on Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and such. And even TKO, which is a cutthroat, we do business above everything else, even they give people holidays off. So then people here are like, well, maybe there's a contractual reason they have to run live on New Year's Eve. And it's like, no. I mean, we just told the story here. They're avoiding Survivor Series. So they're running a taped show on a different day. There's no contractual reason you have to run a live Dynamite on New Year's Eve. They're just doing it.
Who's watching on New Year's Eve?
Nobody. That's the other thing. You're flying, your family's celebrating New Year's Eve. You're flying to Nebraska to do a show in front of 1,500 people that no one's watching on television. This has to be changed. It has to be. I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm cool with the Thanksgiving night. I have the nostalgia for the Survivor Series being on Thanksgiving night, being able to sit down at the end of a long, arduous day and watch some good old-fashioned wrestling for dessert. So I'm in.
Who does that nowadays? Let's see some turkey and then watch some wrestling. Well, you're the only one, brother. I don't know. Whatever.
I bet you watch it.
Chelsea Green, Ethan Page looking to win the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles, which is great because they're a great team.
Hey, you know who else is looking to win those titles? You and me.
Yeah?
This is news. This is a news article. They want to win titles.
Well, they're heading down to the Day of the Dead event, November 2nd in Monterey, and they're actually challenging for them. So, yeah, it is news.
Hey, I saw a picture. I don't know if we probably won't have time to get to it, but I saw a picture of the Wyatts holding up the AAA tag titles. Did they win them? Or are they about to challenge for them?
We'll get to that. I'll do that right now. All right, news and notes from Heroes Immortales, AAA. Dominic Mysterio beat Dragon Lee to retain the AAA Mega title. There was a ref bump. Mysterio used a boot and a frog splash. He actually,
Oh, I thought you meant the ref took a bump.
He hit him with a boot.
The cartel.
Yeah. Then Hijo del Vikingo came out and attacked Mysterio. El Grande Americano came out to even the odds. We have now got a tag match for AAA TV November 22nd. Americano and Mysterio versus Lee and Vikingo. Dude, I absolutely love these just like everybody going and working all over the place. Like WWE isn't doing house shows so much, although they got a big tour in December. But they are sending people to different places. People go to NXT, people go to TNA, people go to AAA. Like, this has got to be great for Dominic, being able to work in these different places with different people.
Oh, I mean, and he's extremely over.
He's very over. So then we had Wyatt Six making an appearance, singling out Psycho Clown and Pagano.
Oh, yes.
Who beat Sanson and Forestero in a street fight. And my Uncle Howdy was not there, but the White Six did lay out Psycho and Pagano. And so it looks like they're going to be challenging. Can you imagine that match? Good God almighty.
I mean, I am actually excited by that. If I'm going to watch the Wyatt Six, it might as well be against Pagano and Psycho Clown, right?
Well, I mean, it can be against anybody, and it's going to be like, what's going on here? But, yeah, that's it. All right.
Who's going to be the best? Pagano? Pagano's the best guy? Out of those four.
Psycho Clown.
I can't even
God.
I can't even say
Golly. Well, it depends on which Wyatts it's going to be. Because it's possible that
Rowan and Nikki Cross, please.
Well, I think it'd either be Psycho Clown or it would be what the heck's his name now? Joe Gacy. They would be the best workers. Now, if it's Rowan, I mean, probably Psycho Clown. I have nothing against Rowan, but I don't think anyone raves about his working ability. All right, Super Junior Tag League update. This is from Jeremy Finestone, Fight Game Media's Speaking of Strong Style podcast. After 3 nights of action, I heard this was not very good, by the way, in the A block, Doki and Sho have 6 points, and they are tied with Yo and Master Wato. So they will meet on the final night of the A block.
Well, already?
Yeah. We're already at the finals. The finals are like tomorrow or something like that. So then we've got Hiromu and Geto have been eliminated. Templario and Young eliminated. Anyway, they're all eliminated. So the B block, the winners of the block will be decided on October 30th. So that's in 3 days. And then the finals are November 2nd. So this is just like a whirlwind of a useless tournament. So in the B block, we got Rob Eagles and Kosei Vegeta in the lead with 6 points. Kushida and Yuki Yoshioka have 4 points. And Taiji Shimori, Robbie X also have 4 points. So they seem to be the top 3.
Who are the champions in this division?
The champions are, where was it? Doki and Sho.
Okay.
Yeah. So B block resumes Wednesday. Final night of B block is November 1st, and November 2nd is the finals. So there you go. I heard it really was not much. It doesn't sound like much, and it isn't much. So
yeah, I mean, what babyface team is going to beat the House of Torture in the finals here? I guess that's the question.
I don't know. Tournament sucks.
Wow.
That's what I was told. So there you go. Maybe Dave will rave about it tonight. I don't know. Who knows? Hank and Tank getting a shot at the GHC tag team titles, which actually sounds fun. There's another one. Like they're heading over to. I like NXT people going to Noah. I like NXT people going to TNA.
We got WWE people in Marigold.
Yeah, apparently the it was
Io Sky versus Mayu Iwatani.
Mayu Iwatani. Right? Yeah, that match.
I saw some clips.
Apparently awesome.
Yeah. Io Sky, as great as she looks on Raw every week and on the PLEs, looked like she was in another 2 gears ahead of how she's normally moving in that match from the clips I saw. So I can't wait to watch that one.
Persephone ended up winning the CMLL Women's International Grand Prix.
What a beast.
Yeah. They weren't held until 2022, actually. So this was only the 3rd year of a women's Grand Prix. Reina Isis won last year. Tessa Blanchard, 2023. Dalise, 2022. And Mystico won the men's International Grand Prix back in August. And so there you go. We actually got through most of the news here. So we can talk about some shows. I think the big thing to talk about... We're not going to have time to run down everything, but I do want to make mention, since Tom usually does a SmackDown report, I would say the most notable thing on the show was the Tiffany Stratton match. She put the... Actually, I don't know if it was a title match, but she wrestled... who did she wrestle? Where is it here? Because I couldn't believe the match. Kiana James. They announced Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James. And nothing against either of them, but I thought this could go very badly. And in fact, it was pretty good. And then afterwards, Julie attacks her, Jade Cargill makes a save, and then Jade turns heel on Tiffany Stratton. What'd you think about that?
I think it's the right decision. You know, I think I don't think the fans have really been behind Jade as a big-time babyface force the past few months. And I think adding a little bit of edge to her character, especially after the way she kind of went out. And you could see above her left eye, she has this huge gash from when she got split open in the steps. So I think it's the right move. And I think, maybe she'll feel more comfortable in there working as a heel. And find her groove,
I think she's already miles better as a heel. I thought the
She did like one thing.
well, no, she did the promo afterwards. I thought it was a way better promo as a heel than the promo she does as a babyface. And the beatdown was good, and then she stomped on Tiffany's leg, and they're doing an angle where Tiffany is injured, but she's still going to defend the title against Jade. So I think finally Jade is going to win this title as a heel. They put it off since WrestleMania. Back in a moment, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
I am going to channel the well-known, infamous roast of Bryan and Lance.
Oh, my God.
I vaguely remember this.
Lance was a champion in virtually every company he has appeared in. While he did hold the distinction of holding 3 titles, that angle fizzled out faster than his podcast, Killing the Town.
Wow. I now remember this utter disaster of a roast.
Let's get Lance a chair to sit in. And as we do, could we also bring someone up here to show him how to use it? I remember that chair shot. I don't remember who it was on, but
utter
I remember
silence that this roast was met with.
Tom, at least I was smart enough not to do those chair shots again.
Bryan, besides me, there are others who I'm sure dislike you, like Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, but I think you're great. Like a guiding light or a father, which is why I'm not surprised when you screw me every week. The best-selling author of The Death of WCW. He had just completed his new book, for which actually Lance Storm wrote the foreword, which is 3 more than most wrestling fans know.
Hideous. Atrocious.
It must be hard when you look so young. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had your grandma's jeans. But actually, if the camera panned down, I bet Lance is wearing them. Anyways, let's start the show. Carmelo went for the La Mystica. Andrade went for the Message.
It's actually not the La Mystica. It starts like a La Mystica, but the La Mystica is actually a submission, and he doesn't land in the submission. He just does the whole slam part and then jumps up.
Yeah, the La Mystica is a tilt-a-whirl head scissor into a Fujiwara armbar.
Into a Fujiwara armbar. The La Mystica is not the submission. Do not tell me.
I didn't say that was a submission. I said the La Mystica involves the tilt-a-whirl facebuster into the submission. The whole thing. Why are you so angry?
Well, you just changed what you said live, right?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't land in a submission. He just slams them. So it's not a La Mystica.
I believe that's the actual move.
Okay,
but
whatever. Who cares?
I just hope Editor Sean pulls up the exact clip of you saying La Mystica's a submission and then denying it afterwards.
La Mystica is actually a submission. I didn't say that was a submission.
La Mystica is actually a submission? I didn't say that was a submission.
Editor Sean.
Alrighty, we're back here on the show, and Filthy Tom is going to take the lead here as we go through SmackDown and NXT's Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, SmackDown live on USA, as always, started off with what became a show-long storyline as Jimmy Uso was there, on the wrong brand, I may add. He's there on SmackDown, talks to Cody Rhodes backstage, thanks him for having his cousin Fatu's back last week at the suspected attack at the hands of Drew McIntyre. And Jimmy says he's there to talk to Nick Aldis. Cody says he's there to talk to the people. He heads to the ring. Corey Graves is back making his return at the announce desk after being F5'd by Brock Lesnar weeks ago. Kind of an afterthought. Cole just
very much was an afterthought.
Move on.
I totally forgot it happened.
Cody will defend the title against Drew at Saturday night's main event. He said he's not there to apologize for bashing Drew in the head with the title last week. This brings Drew out to the ring. He says he's been screwed so many times. It's now about him finishing his story. Drew says he didn't attack Fatu despite what everybody thinks. Maybe it was Jimmy who did it. Cody cuts him off, says he wants to fight him right now. Drew starts walking to the ring, but Jimmy Uso attacks him from behind from the crowd. And then security showed up, and then Jimmy suicide dove onto him. Also kind of notable is that one of the security guards was Douglas Malo, which is the guy who saved Psycho Stu.
Oh, really?
From the beating at the hands of Rajah Jackson. Yeah, you didn't notice him?
I did not notice
his braids. Yeah. So kind of hard to miss, but Corey Gray, like I said, Corey Graves is back.
I never pay attention to the geeks that break things up.
I usually know most of them, so.
Yes.
So
if they're in Seattle, I'll see who's being used.
Well, then the geeks are in the crowd. Solo Sikoa and the MFTs showed up for their scheduled tag match now. It was Tama Tonga, JC Mateo, taking on Rey Fenix and his revolving partner for the week, Nakamura. The MFTs, basically they're like the Gorillas of Destiny, plus Jeff Cobb and face paint now. They get the heat on Phoenix. He ended up coming back in, hitting a great spinning dive to the floor. But in the confusion, Tala Tonga grabbed him, chokeslammed him on the apron. Tama Tonga laid him out with a hidden blade, which they call the cutthroat, and they got the win. Jimmy talked to Nick Aldis. He got a no DQ match for later tonight. Then we had the Julia, Kiana James, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill segment, which he talked about earlier. Ilya Dragunov was backstage talking to Sami Zayn, who passed on the responsibility of the U.S. Open Challenge that was given to him by John Cena, now into the hands of Ilya Dragunov. So he cut a promo in the ring saying he missed the fans, and tonight, pain shall entertain them. Aleister Black answered the challenge, complete with his new on-screen muse, Zelina Vega. And they beat each other up. Dragunov went for the H-bomb. Zelina tripped him. Black hit him from behind. The ref booted Zelina from ringside. Damian Priest returned after he was hit with a fireball to the face weeks ago by Aleister Black. He now has a creepy burned left eye. This distracted Black long enough for Dragunov to hit his second torpedo Moscow, and he retained the U.S. title. And then Damian Priest went after Aleister Black, but Zelina jumped on his back and raked his eyes, and they fled through the crowd.
I didn't like all the shenanigans, but I thought the match was awesome.
Yes.
I think every U.S. title, I think the U.S. title should just be the Open Challenge belt. Every SmackDown, whoever's champion has to do an Open Challenge every week, like a TV title. It can change hands somewhat frequently, but it should just be about having a banger every week. And I think they should limit the interference when you do that.
Yeah, I think all the recent matches have had interference finishes.
Yeah, it's too
Even
much.
when it was like Sami Zayn winning as a babyface.
I know.
And wasn't there interference last week?
Last
At,
week
like,
was
some
Ilya
point-
winning. Ilya won last week. There might have been
Just
a little
clean?
bit, but it wasn't like this.
So then Dragunov was walking around backstage. Fraxium seemed to both be interested in facing him. DIY came in, trash talked them, and then Tama Tonga showed up and did a throat slit at Fraxium and walked off. Alexa and Charlotte apparently have been challenged online. Bailey challenged them online and said if like they're the champs that they think they are, they should show up on Raw and defend the belts. Like, what? Like, okay. So Nia shows up. She says they're pretending to be friends. They're going to stab each other in the back. Charlotte gives her some advice on how to make and maintain friendships. Nia says she learned how to backstab from the best. She's talking about Alexa, who stabbed her in the back years ago. And then Alexa challenges her to a fight. Nia accepts for next week. And then we had the main event, Drew McIntyre against Jimmy
I want
Uso.
to mention, by the way, that they did that whole promo on Raw about how Asuka and Kyrie are going to go after the tag team titles. And then on this show, Bailey has challenged these two to show up on Raw. And I was like, what does Bailey have to do with anything? I realize she's teaming with, the Bird Lady, and they want a tag title shot, but, like, I don't know. Should have been Charlotte and Alexa defending against Kyrie and Asuka. But whatever. And goddamn, they are so, like, you think we have no charisma together. Golly. Alexa and Charlotte, it's painful every time. It's not getting better. It's getting worse.
It's endearing.
No.
I like it.
Not at all.
You just don't get it.
You're right.
Boomer.
I don't get it.
You don't get it, Boomer. So, Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso, no DQ. Drew beat him up around the arena. Big Jim made his comeback with a drop toe hold into a chair. He broke out the official Slim Jim table. Drew cut him off, looked for the Claymore. Jim intercepted him with a Samoan drop through the table. He went to the top, looked for the Uso splash, but Drew sabooed him in the face with a chair, lined up the Claymore, delivered it, got the win. And then Drew maintained his innocence in this attack on Fatu by beating up Jimmy and yelling at him, smashed him with a chair, put his head in the chair. Cody ran down, made the save for another Anoa'i family member. And as Cody tended to Jimmy in the ring, Drew delivered Claymore, stared at Cody, and the show ended.
I thought that was a good main event. Sometimes the main event is like you watch this entire show and then they throw the main event out there and you know there's going to be some screwy finish and so you kind of zone out a little bit. But this was no DQ, so you knew there was going to be some finish, even though people were going to get involved. But I thought they worked really well together. I think Jimmy's a better worker in the ring than Jay. And this was a good match. Good show. Not a great show, but a good show.
Yeah, not a bad show. And it was heavily focused on wrestling.
Yes, it was a wrestling-heavy show. Just like NXT.
Yeah, and the crowd was into it. I mean, even like you said, like Kiana and Tiffany, they were into the match. They were into Tiffany's comeback, which isn't always true. They were into the MFTs beating up Rey Fenix forever. So I'd call this show a thumbs up. We then had NXT Halloween Havoc, which the opener was not a thumbs up, which we spoke about. It was La Parka and Iguana against Evans and Leon Slater. I've said my piece earlier in the show, Brian. If you have any more thoughts on this, say it now.
No.
I did not particularly enjoy this match, is what my notes say. We then had Ethan Page take on El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., no DQ. Page went for the mask of Wagner, which enraged him to make a comeback. Page ripped at the mask again, hit an Ego's Edge onto a trash can for 2. There were big "Let's go Ethan" and "Ethan sucks" chants from the crowd in Prescott Valley, Arizona. Wagner hurricane rotted Page into a chair off the top, then hit a triple jump moonsault for 2. The official Slim Jim table made an appearance here on NXT. Page threw powder in Wagner's face, gave him a cutter off the ropes through a table, and retained the title. Good match. It's Ethan Page. He rules.
Ethan Page is awesome, man. He can have a good match with anybody. You had a match with him, right? You had to have in Black Label.
I wrestled him at Defy. You were there.
Oh, yeah. That
Remember he kicked me in the face ungodly hard?
Yeah.
And,
yes. I do remember that. What a bad idea. You should write a story about that one.
Busted up orbital. Anyways, Blake Monroe wrestled Zarya. Blake Monroe went after the left arm of Zarya. Zarya rolled to the floor. This spot was preposterous. And you know, honestly, it bothered me because it's damn near the same thing that happened in the previous match where Wagner gets his mask ripped at and then makes this miraculous comeback after being beaten up forever. Zarya has been beaten up the whole match. She's on the floor selling, "Oh, I can't keep going, my arm." So Soul pushes her arm first into the post and resets it to where she can fire up and make a comeback. And then Blake Monroe took a hairpin from the referee right in front of the camera. Zarya speared her as she approached. And then they were on the floor. Blake tripped Sol Ruka. Blake hit Zarya from behind, gave her a glamour shot DDT on the floor, another one in the ring, and she won the NXT Women's title. North American title,
Yes.
I apologize. We then had a segment with the NQCC, which it looks like it's going to be Charlie Dempsey, Ren Sinclair, Kendall Gray, and Carmen Petrovic.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. So Charlie has been sent to Japan, and Ren has been left in charge. And Ren has decided that she wants to expand the No Quarter Catch crew with all women. Charles has no idea what's going on. She's keeping this all a secret, and so she's recruiting people. And they are shooter gimmicks, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatum Paxley took on JC Jane. JC catapulted Tatum face first into the steel under the ring to get the heat on her. The Culling and Fatal Attraction got into a fight on the outside. Izzy Dame got in the ring, lined up for a belt shot. We never found out who she was trying to hit because Tatum moved. JC laid out Izzy with the rolling encore. Tatum hit the cemetery drive, got the win, won the title. Crowd loved it. Big celebration. And Spears and the driver held her up with the title after the match.
Yeah, this Tatum Paxley, I think this was the right call. She's super over with the people. She connects with them. She's actually a pretty good worker for having only done this for 3 years. And I thought they did.
Really?
Yeah, 3 years.
Wow.
And she doesn't even have like a wrestling background. She was like a power lifter or something.
What?
Yeah. It's weird. But anyway, she and there was no dolls. You know, there were less dolls in this match than the Javon match. So I thought this was very good.
I enjoyed it. We had the Broken Rules match. Dark State back on top. I mean, this was all over the place. Like Jeff Hardy was just out there doing stuff, which you rarely see in matches nowadays. Everything's so homogenous. But he was out there going wild. And the finish was great. They hung Matt upside down in the Tree of Woe and then gave Brother Nero a doomsday device through a table and pinned him. And I thought this was the best Dark State has looked.
I thought this was the best match on the show. I was ridiculed. I was ridiculed by Vinny, but not maybe by like a quarter star, but like it was a really good match. The Hardys did a great job with these guys. The place went nuts. I mean, I thought it was really good.
Jeff is on the verge of killing somebody else or himself every time he does a swanton.
He almost killed himself this time because he went through those 2 tables off the very top of that ladder. It was like butter.
He almost killed Sugars, too,
on the
before
ground.
that.
God.
Then we had the main event, which was Trick taking on Ricky Saints. Pretty good main event. Fine. Trick gave Ricky a bookend through the announce table, went for the trick shot. Saints kicked out, countered him with the tornado DDT off the ropes, and retained the title. And we ended the show saying things are going to get even more crazy with Tatum Paxley on Tuesday as we will be back after the break.
Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Jared, put old Granny on. Let's see what she's up to. Oh, man, she's doing something. Oh, Lord.
She's trying to plug in the box, Brian.
Granny can't connect. And so I call her on the phone, and she alerts us that she apparently knocked the box off her desk. Whatever's happening right there, that doesn't look good. She knocked down the camera now? What's going on?
She's got a hold of the camera, I think.
She's okay. Well, we've got the ceiling at least. There's the box. Hey, we got the box, Jared. Does it look like it's plugged in?
No.
It's definitely not on.
No.
Okay. That's her back, I believe. She appears to be doing something.
Apparently yoga.
That's her hair. Are we sure that's not Ric Flair? Now she's got to find the phone, too.
Think anyone's going to still subscribe after the show?
I hope we get a bunch of video signups. This is interesting.
Is it now?
Oh, man, we can almost see the front of the tie line to see if it's on. But we can't. We can only see the side of it, as well as a flashlight and dice. I don't know why there are dice there.
Well, you never know when you're going to play dice in the dark.
She's still doing something.
That's good radio, boss.
Show that again, what's she doing?
You know what's a good show is the Big Vinny V show.
Is it?
Or if you Pod Armenia 2025.
She might be tying her shoe or something.
Ed and San Antonio show.
Granny is furiously doing something. It's possible that we should sabotage the box every week.
No!
So that she can, get up and down, like Roddy Piper once said. No, I know. I'm calling you. Phone. I'm calling you. Oh, my God. How are you?
I'm exhausted. Oh, I want to tell Vinny I watched his show today.
Thank you, Granny. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. That sounded very sincere.
Stunning review. Well,
Anyway.
can we please make that into a commercial, Jared, for Vinny's show? Apple Podcast carries every podcast that we produce.
Oh, I want to tell Vinny I watched his show today.
Thank you, Granny. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
So check it out, f4wonline.com/Apple. Try your free trial today. What is happening here? Yes, Granny?
I don't care if it's show or what. My computer went out and I can't fix it.
Okay. Jared, can you fix Granny's computer?
But he tried to get a pin.
I am Steve.
Brian, what are you doing?
Now my child is sending me a voice message.
Steve, chicken jockey.
Well, I want to give everyone plenty of warning. Tomorrow, on the Bryan and Vinny show, it is TNA Impact from 20 years ago this week, which would be October 30 of 2005. You can find them all over the place. October 30, 2005. TNA Impact, Spike TV. We're going to review the show. And Granny's going to be on as always. And it is the Halloween edition of the program. So everybody will be wearing their costumes. And we're also going to be having a Halloween song contest. And if you would like to enter, you can create a song, MP3, 60 seconds or less. Send it to Brian at WrestlingObserver.com. Put song contest in the subject line. We'll play them all. And the winner might get a special prize. We shall see. I promised Sean's Red Robin gift card, but he might have already used it. But we'll see. But anyway, send those to me, Brian at WrestlingObserver.com. 60 seconds or less, MP3, Halloween song contest. Try not to use a song that's going to get us flagged on YouTube, if possible. But that's going to be tomorrow. It'll be a fun time. And you should join us one of these days, Tom. Know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow's not going to be the day.
I could get a cool costume, and it'd be fun, dude. Review some old TNA. What could be better than that?
You know what? I'll do it if I can be Mr. Iguana and you're going to be La Yesca.
We'll talk. Wrestling Observer Live.